I was just surprised that he took it. I know Postecoglou says that it was his decision, but Juranovic has hit the last two penalties
And
and
looked really good as well.
and they've been two very good penalties. So it was a strange decision, but in terms of that last minute, for me, you've got to put it with power and pace. There's no doubt about it. He's no hit it well. I can understand why he's maybe want him to go and take a penalty, get a bit of confidence or whatever, but your penalty taker, if you scored 2 out of 2, and as I said, Rob, the two penalties have been decent penalties. I was surprised that Giamakis did take it, but look, the manager's admitted before every game you go out, that's what it says in the dressing room. Who's taking the penalty? And I'm sure maybe some of the Celtic players were maybe surprised at that for me. And I was surprised that Giamakis did take it. But for me, last minute of the game, put your laces through it. Make sure you're hitting it with pace at the target.
I think I'd agree, John. I agree with Barry. Put your laces through it. That said, if you're the manager, you can't tell a player how to take a penalty. You can tell him to take the penalty, but you can't tell him how to take it, because everybody's different.
And part of it is variety as well,
yeah,
isn't
so
it?
listen, it's not it's no Ange Postecoglou's fault that Giamakis missed the penalty. He decided to side for it. It was a wee bit lax. Fair play to the goal. I always think any save from a penalty is a good save, so fair play to Stryjek for making the save. But just to go back to the point, you can't tell a player how to take a penalty. That's just, for me, that's ridiculous. You can't dictate how you take a penalty kick. You've got to, if you believe in the player to take one, you've got to believe in how he wants to take it. And by the way, how you might take a penalty tonight might be totally different. How you might take it the following day. You know what I mean? You might blast it. He might blast his next one. He might place it at the goalie's left. So you can't dictate how he takes it. For me, that's madness.
I was a penalty taker, and I did change the way of taking it. Whoever I was coming up against, you would study the goalkeeper in terms of what kind of goalkeeper he is, what size he is. Is he got a big presence? Is he a smaller goalkeeper? But I tend to just go and pick a corner and go with it at pace.
Yeah, because
I did miss a couple as well. I missed 2 in one game, believe it or not.
At Dens Park?
At Dens Park, yeah. And we got a third penalty.
I think I remember
and
that, yeah.
I remember the guys turning round to me and looking at me, and I was like, there's no way I'm taking this. And it was Mikel Arteta went up and took it.
Because what you can't afford to be as a penalty taker is predictable. Because even though you blast it to one side, if you keep on doing the same thing, sooner or later a goalkeeper.
Well, I
is
blasted day 2 and I hit the bar, and I caught the second one brilliantly. And Speroni, remember Speroni?
Aye, Julian Speroni,
who's a brilliant goal. I'll say that he's a brilliant.
The wee man?
He made a brilliant save.
he was great at Crystal Palace. He wasn't up to much at the but he was great at Crystal
But I actually
Palace.
struck it really well the second one, and it was in the corner, and he got to it. So
I think we'll get the video looked out, Mark.
Everybody's
No wonder Ronald De Boer was raging that season.
I think we'll have a closer look at those penalties.
And then I
maybe.
never took another penalty after that until
Aye.
Fiorentina in the semi-final, and I missed that. The first one, remember the penalty kicks? I've not missed that first one, and I remember just walking back, and the guys are all standing in line at the halfway line, and I could just see their rage and disappointment in me. But thankfully, Fiorentina missed 2 penalties, so we went through.